Well, alright guys, as you see by the title, this is the very last video that I will be making. I have been doing this for almost 4 years now, and I'm tired. I'm really tired. It is time for a change. And as I said, this is the very last video that I will be making in this room. That is right, my real reptile room. It is finally done. I finally finished it. Well, not actually finished it, but you know, I only have some details to finish, and I am about to start moving everything, which is gonna be a freaking mess. Yes, I know that was clickbait, so sorry about that. No, I'm just kidding, but in all seriousness, you know, I am extremely happy that this is finally happening, because man, because in this room it is a freaking pain. You know, this room is enough for me to have all of my reptiles in here, but it does not give me the space to walk around. And whenever I have a guest, like a single guest, it is a pain in the butt to be showing them, because to have 2 people in here, you know, it's already too many, and that is not good. Now my other reptile room is not a big difference in actual space, but it is longer. So it is actually going to give me that space, so that, you know, when I have 2 or 3 people, we're not all pushing each other, so, you know, just to walk around. But alright, let's get started. Alright, I'm gonna show you exactly the way that I normally have my room. You know, I am not going to be taking out stuff, because I actually want to show you as to why I really needed the space. To make a video, I barely have the space for the ring light and the tripod. It is a pain to be moving it. And the only reason as to why I have a little bit of space is because I actually took out a shelving unit that I just set up for all my baby geckos. And that I will not be showing, because it is not technically done, and I will be making a video about it, you know, in the future. So make sure to subscribe so you can see what I'm doing right there, because it is definitely different from what most breeders do. And just like always, I have to give everyone a warning. They do not get to touch my lizards without my permission. Bad stuff will happen. Well, alright, let's start with the geckos. This is something that has not changed. I think just one single little thing has changed. Not with my leopard geckos, at least not with the setup. It is both the same. These are both 36 by 18 by 18 Exoterras, both with universal rocks background, and I definitely love these backgrounds. Now my male doesn't use it a lot, and I actually don't know if it's because I decided to actually put the background upside down, and maybe he finds it too difficult to, you know, to stay on it, because at least here I can see that you know, this is very easy for him to stay, and he definitely does go right there. You know, that's actually exactly why I have this this hide tree right there, but he does not use this. At least I have not seen him. And the only reason as to why I ever saw him using it was actually to chase the female when you know, when I put them together to breed. But yeah, this is my male. This is Domino. So this leopard gecko definitely does prefer to come out at night. Okay, but my female is actually the opposite. She is more active during the day. She was actually just drinking water. Man, I wanted to get that on camera. I don't know if I did. But this is my female. Now you will see that she is definitely a lot more skinny, or skinnier, than the male, and that is because she laid eggs 5 times this year, compared to last year that she didn't lay anything at all, not even duds. And this time she laid eggs 5 times. Man, I actually got 2 babies already from these geckos. And I'm pretty sure that they're gonna look exactly the same as these guys. Pied galaxies, or pied super snow eclipse. But okay, now going to a second pair of geckos. These are my Riverine. Okay, this is the setup for my Riverine. leaf-tail geckos, and I love this setup. It took like 2 years for you know, for the plants to grow and you know, look nice. Because man, there was a time where, especially this this plant, the Swiss cheese plant, it looked like it was just about to die. I was just about to pull it, and I was like, I'm gonna give it some time, you know, see what happens. And it definitely made a big difference once I added the LED light. It makes a huge difference in my opinion. But yeah, this is an 18 by 18 by 24 Exoterra, and I am using also UVB for these guys. You know, I use UVB for pretty much everything except my true nocturnal geckos. But yeah, I have quite a few plants. Cork, you know, these guys actually like to hang upside down. I don't know why, but my female does go inside the cork every once in a while, but I almost always see them, you know, somewhere around here or in the back. I obviously don't want to disturb them too much, but of course I also do want to show them. This is Elliot. I'm pretty sure that is the male. But yeah, these are my Riverine leaf-tail geckos from Australia. Man, these geckos are freaking cool. Moving on to the only setup that did change a little bit, at least the only gecko setup. This is the house of Kaiju, the painter. As you can see, this is something that all Lechianes geckos do. I have no idea as to why the hell do they like to poop in the front glass. Why? I don't get it. And the problem is that you know, it falls, you know, and the problem is that you know, they poop and everything falls right here. So I actually just cleaned the big poop, but I actually wanted to show you this because if you want a Lechianes gecko, this is what you're gonna have to deal with. Now obviously every animal poops, but man, these guys, it's almost like they do it on purpose. But alright, what I made different in this setup was actually to add the background. This is a background that I made myself, and I did not record it because I actually did not love the background. I think it's okay. I mean, you don't really see it, and the whole point was just that. It was just so that I want to see the glass. I mean, you know, what truly matters is the big K made from cork rounds. So Kaiju is actually right there. All of a sudden he likes to hide right there. He must think that if he doesn't see me, then I don't see him. But yeah, this is another fully bioactive setup. I do have springtails somewhere. I have no idea where, probably everywhere. And also isopods. I also love this setup. Oh yeah, which by the way, this is a 24 by 18 by 36. But alright, let's move on to the next setup. This is a 24 by 18 by 18 Exoterra, and this is the house of Grumpy, my knob-tail gecko. Now this is the only arid bioactive setup that I have, and being honest, you know, it has, okay, and being honest, I'm still learning on everything about this, because obviously since it's supposed to be an arid setup, that makes it difficult for me to keep the isopods alive in this setup. And I can also see that this plant, you know, it is like dying very slowly. So the one thing that I have done is that I actually started misting every other day, like very little, but still you know, often. So somebody heard the noise and decided to come out, see what's going on. Yes, Grumpy, we are talking about you and your setup. Man, I love this gecko. He was just a month old when I got him. Come on, come out. People want to see you. There you go. But yeah, this is Grumpy, my knob-tail gecko. The only knob-tail gecko that I have at the moment, but I will definitely have more. Not exactly of this species, but a different one. But I still love this gecko. Alright, right next to it, this is a newish setup. Now, I did make the setup already quite a few months ago, and this is actually the future house of Don Julio, my my chameleon gecko. Now he's not in here, but I do want to show you because the setup because he is about to go in here as soon as I move everything to the next room. In a month, actually less than a month, he will be 1 year old. So this is going to be his upgrade, well, final upgrade. That's just a plan that I was trying to keep alive and it did not work. Wait. Now my least favorite setup is definitely this one because it is you know, very meh. That's how I'm going to describe it. But yeah, this is a 36 by 18 by 12 Exoterra, and I hate the fact that it's a 12 inches tall. It does not give me the room, especially here in the floor. It does not give me the room to move freely. But yeah, this is the house of Exoterra, my frog-eyed gecko. Man, I love the way that this guy looks. I wanted one for so long, and when I saw him, I definitely decided to go for it. I will be looking for the female in a few months at Tinley, so hopefully that happens. Now that is just a mess that I have right there. I mean, not even a mess, but it is definitely not clean, not organized. But as I said, you know, I wanted to show you the way that I normally have this room. It is not dirty, but disorganized because I don't have a lot of room. Now I do still have more geckos, but I will show you those in a bit. I want to show you these two setups. These are actually two extra Exoterras that I have. I do have the 3 color lizards that I decided to keep, and I am very happy that this happened because as some of you know, I actually lost Estrella, the mother of these color lizards, and this is the only female that I decided to keep, which I am very happy that I did, because you know, Estrella meant a lot to me, and you know, now that I don't have her, it's definitely something that you know, does, you know, it definitely did hurt a lot. So I am very happy that I have her daughter, because now she will be staying with me forever. And these right here are the 2 males. Now I do have these 2 males together, which I probably shouldn't, to be honest. They are big enough to where they can be by themselves, just like the female. But yeah, this was my holdback. This was the best looking color lizard male that I, at least I thought that I had. But I don't really see you know, the colors from the dad, from Sales. You know, Sales is like light brown with some very awesome yellows, and this guy does not have it. Well, at least not for now. I don't know if he's going to get them. But that is probably a problem with mixing, you know, localities of color lizards, even though, you know, they are the same species. But yeah, this guy, I think this guy will not be staying with me. So I think by next time that this guy will not be with me. But the one that will be with me is this guy. This is Nemo. This is the only color lizard that was born with a problem. He's actually very dark. I don't know why. I think he's about to shed, but as you can see, his arm is actually bent back, and that is how he hatched. Now it does not affect him, which is really good. You know, he does eat and everything, and he runs and jumps like nothing. But when I see him, you know, walking, he obviously uses only one hand or arm. Now before I show you this setup, I want to show you another mess. Man, I hate looking at stuff like this. As I said, you know, it's not dirty, very disorganized. This is actually all clean. You know, after Estrella passed away, I obviously I had to, you know, to make sure that everything was clean and disinfected. So all of this stuff is what I had in my setup with Zeus and Estrella. Okay, now this setup is one that I am not happy with. First of all, the background. You know, the background is just paper. And Kefla, my boy's forest dragon, she decided to actually start jumping on it. So she started bending it. But I definitely want to show you this girl. Now, this is definitely my only rare species of lizard that I have a voice forest dragon. And well, even though I tried to get the male for a couple of years, now I'm pretty sure that that is not going to happen. And you know, I'm okay with it. It is what it is. Unfortunately, in this hobby, you know, the person that has the money right away is always the one that is gonna get the lizard. Oh, whoa. Calm down, calm down. Yeah, what's up, SA? What's up? Alright, I don't want to be stressing her, so I'm just gonna show you the setup. So yeah, this is also a fully bioactive setup. I do have quite a few plants, but I also have to be replacing these plants in the middle. I don't know why. The ones on the side, you know, this little bonsai and a couple of chefleras, they're completely fine. I mean, they're, well, I wouldn't say fine, but at least they're staying alive. And the ones in the middle, they keep dying. I have no idea why. But well, it is what it is. I mean, you do what you can, right? But yeah, in this setup, I am definitely going to make some changes. First of all, make a 3D background. Second of all, do something about this, because now I don't like the way that it is. I kind of want to see if I can actually make it flat and you know, put it completely against the wall. And the other thing that I gotta do is change this stupid door. Now, before I continue with the actual animals, I do want to show a little bit, you know, my collection of dinosaurs. Personally, I love them, you know, and I definitely want to show them more. But you know, as I said, space in this room. A couple of cool stuff that I have, you know, is this is actually money from Mexico, but they decided to actually add native animals from there to some of the bills, which I personally find that really cool. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this. This is something that I always enjoy looking, because it is the funniest moment of my favorite movie. And maybe I'm gonna try to find a smaller picture, but I don't know that this one will be staying with me. You know, this was a gift from my wife, and even though I did change the name of the channel to JP's Lizards, you know, I always want to remember, because getting to 500 subscribers was a big goal for me. This is actually something that I won from Supreme Gekko. If you guys don't know about the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas, that is something that you definitely want to check out, because it is basically 12 days of giving stuff, a whole bunch of stuff. Like last Christmas was, if I remember correctly, more than $30,000 worth, you know, in total. And a canvas that I made, you know, from sales in Australia a long time ago. But yeah, this is the only picture that I have of Australia right here. And now moving on to my last geckos. This is the house of Frank. This is my day gecko. You know, this was actually a gift from a good friend, Francisco. Shout out to you, my friend. Thank you so much for this one. That is obviously something that I will always be grateful for. But he does not like to be touched or anything, even though I am trying to you know, at least make him jump to my hand, you know, get a feeder, stuff like that. But I already had to chase this guy like 5 times in this room, which is not fun. Well, in any room, that will never be fun. But yeah, this is a 12 by 12 by 18. This is only for the moment. I'm already working on his final setup, which is gonna be 18 by 18 by 36. Now this is my smallest gecko. This is Don Julio, and the reason as to why he's Don Julio is because of the way that he looks. He looks very cool. I love the way that he looks. But yeah, this is my chameleon gecko. In this really crappy setup, I'm going to redo this completely, because the plants did not make it, as you can see, obviously, and I definitely need to clean that wood. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. No, you go back home. No. And my last gecko is my crescent gecko. This is actually a girl that I won on Instagram, which is freaking cool. But you know, if you guys know me, you guys know that I want to focus more on the uncommon and rare. And well, I know I have leopard geckos, but that is because I really do love leopard geckos. But crested geckos, you know, I just see them way too often. And I do like this girl, but I have to be honest, I don't know that she's gonna stay with me. Now let me show you first of all, this is what I mean about the space. This is what I have to do to you know, to have the setups. Now I did have this setup actually on top of the other two, but when I was working on them, I obviously had to put this on the floor, so I decided to just leave it on the floor for now. But okay, this is Grim Reaper, my Aki monitor. Probably the only Aki monitor that is more shy than a gecko. That is freaking crazy. I have no idea as to why this guy is the way that he is, because Aki monitors are known to be you know, super friendly and all of that, but this guy is super shy, and if I get close, you know, he runs right away and has actually bit me quite a few times. That is actually as to why I'm wearing this glove, just in case he tries to, you know, to make a run for it. I need to grab him, and he will bite me. It's a for sure that it will happen. Now I actually said that I was going to make a video about this guy and as to why his setup looks very empty, but I have not done it, but I will. And there is a reason, and you know, I think that it is working, but I'm still gonna give it more time because I don't want to make a video suggesting something that is not good. But yeah, that is Grim Reaper. I mean, I'm not even close to him and he runs right away. And well, time for the last setups. Well, no, actually this is one setup. This is the one, okay, these were actually two setups which I actually put together. And the reason as to why, it's simple. And the reason as to why is because so that I can actually use only one UVB light for both setups. Now this might sound crazy to some of you guys, but you know, using only one is not only going to save me the money, but actually one more plug. At least in my opinion, this is something that is helping me. And if some of you think that that is crazy, well, that's completely fine. Now here in this setup, this is where I have now Zeus, just him alone. You know, the hide, the water dish, and that rock is you know, something different than to the ones that I had, because obviously as I said, I had to disinfect everything. So yeah, unfortunately Zeus will now be alone, and he's actually going to stay alone. I will not be getting a female for this guy. I'm actually going to focus on another species of color lizards, and that species is actually this guy. But yeah, this right here, this is the last setup. That is an actual like real skull, which is really cool. Obviously he does not climb that, and you know, I did make sure that okay, and I did make sure that the horns, I believe that's what it's called. Yeah, the horns, you know, they're not actually sharp. But yeah, this right here, this is Sub-Zero. This is another color lizard, and it is actually an eastern color lizard, basically same species as Zeus and you know what Australia was, but a different locality. This used to be a subspecies, and this is called a Bailey color lizard, or also known as a western color lizard, or the four-corner color lizard, which is, I don't know why it has so many common names. But yeah, this is the last lizard in my collection, I guess. Now I do have a tortoise, but you know, that is not actually mine. It is technically my son's, even though I am the one that takes care of it, you know, for the most part. But yeah, this right here is my reptile room, even though it is about to change. Well, I'm about to start moving all the stuff to the new room, which it's just, I mean, it's gonna be a pain. Okay, but alright, time for me to go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like. It helps me a lot. And make sure to subscribe so you can see more of my videos and keep the reptile addiction going.